Recently, Common Cause New York hosted a virtual forum on ranked choice voting and the race for City Council in New York City's District 24th in Queens. The forum was co-sponsored by Rank the Vote New York City, the Queens Daily Eagle, Disability Rights New York, and the Northeastern Queens chapter of the civil rights organization NAACP, the National Association for Advancement of Colored People. Attending the virtual event were New Yorkers, community leaders, and officials, along with 6 candidates running for the City Council seat in District 24th. The candidates were Momita Ahmed, Deepti Sharma, Dilip Nath, Soma Syed, James Gennaro, and Dr. Neeta Jain. The team of ITV Gold was also present in support of this virtual forum where the candidates discussed the importance of ranked choice voting in boosting their campaign. Ranked choice voting allows voters to rank their top 5 candidates in order of preference. The election is taking place on February 2nd and polls will be open from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Here are some highlights from the virtual forum.
Begin this. A very good evening all. My name is Aditi Lamba and I'm a TV anchor and a content producer at ITV Gold based out of Astoria, New York. I host a daily show, a South Asian news segment called Vision of Asia. ITV Gold is the longest serving South Asian network in this nation, and we proudly represent the community voice through a variety of issues dealing with politics, medicine, culture, and much more. During this pandemic, we have continued to bring thought-provoking and knowledgeable news featuring elected officials, doctors, community activists, organizers, and many more. I'm super excited to be here at the forum today, and we hope that we are able to really promote ranked choice voting through this. Now I'd like to introduce my co-moderator for this evening, David Brand from the Queens Daily Eagle.
Thank you, Aditi. My name is David Brand. I'm editor of the Queens Daily Eagle. We are Queens' only daily English language print paper, and you can find us at queenseagle.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Queens Eagle. I'm also the co-host of a weekly Sunday morning live news show on WBAI 99.5 FM called City Watch, which I host with my friend and partner Jeff Simmons, who is also from Queens. So that show definitely has a distinctive Queens flavor to it. So I encourage you to tune in every Sunday, 10 a.m. on 99.5 FM. Really excited to be participating in this forum. Kind of a historic moment. It's our first test of ranked choice voting. And so it's cool that it's happening in Queens. Thank you, Common Cause, for inviting us to participate.
Yes, let's now go to Dr. Neeta Jain. What issue are you considering a little taboo that you have been able to talk about due to ranked choice voting?
All right, very good question, first of all, and we all know what we are going through. So my issue is a mental health, which is affecting every single age, not only in my district, but all over the world. And I'm sure that everybody agreed with that. School children are growing with anxiety, right? Our youths are out on the streets and they are doing more and more drug abuse. And our seniors are going through depression during this whole pandemic. So that is a very big challenge for us. Like physical health, you can get rid by taking medicine and taking therapy and this and that, right? But mental health is really suffering, and we have to pay attention to this. We have to make it most prioritized. So that is my main taboo and issue. And ranked choice voting definitely is a place where we can promote, where all other candidates can come together and agree to this issue, and this issue will be there forever. It's not going to go away that easily. So we really have to pay attention to this one.
Thank you. And let's go to Deepti Sharma. How do you think ranked choice voting can serve voters, and how is it affecting the way that you're campaigning and talking to voters?
Yeah, I think it's really important for voters because it's been said before, but I think that it's giving a chance for voters to actually research and look up every single candidate, because now that they know that they're not just voting for their number one, they're voting for number 2, 3, 4, 5 in one shot. It's been a great way for them to do the work, do the research, get more involved in local elections, and remember that local elections have a huge impact on their day-to-day lives. It's not just what they see on a national level or state level, that they have to focus on what's happening on a city level. So that's been really, really important, is to actually talk through why ranked choice voting is important. And, when we're doing calls and someone says, I'm voting for so-and-so, we immediately talk to them about ranked choice voting because we know that they just don't know enough about it. And that's where we educate them like, hey, if you're not going to choose us as your number one, how about number two? Here are some of the things that I am focused on. And again, like we're not focused on talking them into voting for us as their number one, but as their number two, and talking about the important things that we feel are important to the district and the issues that matter the most. So for us, that's just what it's been, is making sure that we're approaching it with an educational standpoint, and getting as many votes as possible on all levels, not just the ones with the 2, 3, 4s, and 5s.
Response. Let's now go to Mr. Jim Gennaro. Same question for you. How does RCV minimize the spoiler effect for your candidacy?
Yeah, I think that the whole idea of ranked choice voting is to turn the splitting, to turn that splitting phenomenon on its head. Somebody runs for office, and she or he has a certain band of supporters, and through ranked choice voting, people of a similar ethnic and racial group will combine votes to create essentially a possible super candidate, so to speak. So it really does turn it on its head. And so that is the good thing about it. I have to agree with Soma in that there has not been enough education by the Board of Elections and by the campaign finance board about it. So this election is going to be a little bit of a shakeout. And if there were, more education, that would be better. Speaking for my campaign, I know all the campaigns probably do the same thing. When we're on the phone with people, we do our best to educate them of the reality of ranked choice voting and how it works. So we're kind of trying to do the job that should have been done in a much better fashion by the Board of Elections and by the campaign finance board. But when elected, I'll make sure that I get that straightened out.